Raph, away from the football today, the big story that Marca broke, Cristiano Ronaldo apparently could be going to Juventus. What can you tell us?
Well, Juventus have made an inquiry. I don't know if it's a firm bid. I don't know if they actually sent an email saying we will pay 100 million euros. But that is a number that's being bandied around, and I think it's to do with two things. A, I think it's a good story for Juventus. They're showing that they are prepared to go for that kind of player. It's a big story for them. It would re-establish them, if not in terms of sporting performance, but in terms of maybe of importance on the radar as a sort of club that can, once again, after 10, 15 years of being a little bit left behind, attract the real superstars. And of course, this is market making. This is an attempt from Real Madrid to put a price on Ronaldo, and I think the way the story was reported was saying it's the first bid that's come in from him. And I think that tells you a lot, because that's basically Real Madrid saying we expect plenty more, maybe from Juventus, maybe from others, and we're willing to listen. And I think this is the first real sign after everything we've heard, Florentino Perez and Ronaldo not looking eye to eye in the wake of the Champions League win, that Real Madrid are for once really serious that they will sell if the right offer comes in.
The source is interesting here, Maka, and you know the politics of Madrid and the newspapers and Florentino Perez.
Yes, of course.
Basically, when they want you out, then it really could happen.
I know. Well, they need two people to agree, don't they? That yes, the president wanting you out is one thing, but Cristiano has to leave, and whether he's going to swap the sunshine of Madrid for Turin, I doubt it very, very much. It just happened that this story's broken, a day after Spain had been knocked out of the World Cup. There's probably going to be plenty more stories like this. I don't think it'll happen.
But looking at it, they want a bidding war. That's what Raph is suggesting, isn't it? Juventus, the first bid to come in. But 100 million in today's market, where do we stand on Ronaldo at that value?
Well, he's 33. You're going to have to pay him 20, 30 a year, aren't you? So, and what, you're going to give him, a 3, 4 year deal? That's another 120 million in a 4-year deal. So it's not 100 million, it's 220 million for it.
That's good math. Good math.
and he's just going to retire at the end of, he's, albeit he's a superstar, of course, and this season he's been great. But his career naturally is starting to come down, and he's just going to walk at the end of it.
I don't know why he'd want
some outlay that.
I don't know why he'd want to leave Madrid, if he does.
Well, he may not want to leave, but they may want him out.
But as Maka said, it takes two to tango then, because he can dig in and he can basically... He's holding all the cards, right? He's holding the cards, right? As much as big a club as they are, if he doesn't want to go, if he wants to sit in his backside there and take his money, he can do that. I think there would be some credence to the fact that they may want him out, or he may go somewhere. I'm like Maka, I just don't think it would be Juventus.
Right.
I really don't. I think there are other places that would be much more attractive to him. I think, for example, Man United would be more attractive than Juventus. They've got the money to pay him. He's got the relationship with the manager. And for them, commercially and globally around the world, that would be a big statement. I just don't see him want to go to Juventus, or Juventus want to pay that kind of money.
Who wins? If he goes to Juventus, who's gaining the most here, if it does happen?
Real Madrid, because it gives them freedom to then go and start whatever else the new phase of Real Madrid is going to be. Whatever that new era, Real Madrid, the post-Ronaldo era, it allows you that flexibility to say, you know what, maybe we are in the running for Neymar. Maybe we're looking in a direction in which we can... He is 33 years old. And at some point, we sort of expected this, that at some point the production is going to dip, and it hasn't yet. But you'd rather be jumping ahead of the curve than be cut behind the curve. I find that for Real Madrid, it would be a no-brainer. And believe me, if this is coming from Marca, and Marca knows this very well, this is leaked from it didn't just come from thin air. Sure. It was leaked by somebody, and somebody that has real ties with Real Madrid. It feels like this is a story that will continue to get longer and longer.
Just testing the water, aren't they? They're probably waiting for the fans' reaction to whether they come out and say, no, we like if Messi ever was to leave Barcelona, there'd be uproar. They're probably just testing out the fans' reaction. On the other side, there'll probably be a story tomorrow saying, we want to bring Neymar in yet again, another story in, just so, you're swapping one for the other. So expect it to run over the quiet period.
And it's interesting now to see what Ronaldo's reaction will be, because he's always, you know, when we've had problems with the club, he said, I'm not loved enough, or the tax situation, everything that went on there.
And I think this is, in my opinion, Ronaldo did exactly the same post-Champions League.
Yep.
He tested the water. He wanted to see what would be the reaction of not just the club, but the fans as well. And now the club are reacting, as Mac rightly points out, as soon as Spain are out of the World Cup, to kind of gauge where they are in getting rid of Cristiano Ronaldo. And how far, and if they do, how far out they have to push the boat to find that replacement. Whether they have to go to 250 or 300 for Neymar, or whether it comes in the form of a Dybala, more affordable in Dybala. So I think this is a little bit of a game of chess by both player and club alike.
Might not be Neymar. Might be Mbappe.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a gunk for Neymar, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If Real Madrid said to, because they've got to keep him happy, Ronaldo said, listen, we're not going to bother with somebody coming in trying to steal the limelight. We're going to bring the youngster in, Mbappe. You're going to stay for a couple of years. You're going to play through the middle. He's going to play wide, and we're going to groom him. That would be some gunk on Neymar, wouldn't it?
I think the only thing about that is that they really want Neymar, I think. The president wants Neymar. You know, that's what I've heard of really good sources within the camp, that he wants to bring Neymar in. There's again, PSG are getting investigated, aren't they, over their fair play and where the money is, and with the Mbappe deal and the Neymar deal, you know, they're going to look into that again. So you don't know whether they're going to have to choose one or the other. I mean, I know who I'd choose if I was PSG. There'd be one, you know, I'd take Mbappe all day long.
The thing is, if you think Neymar was bad last season, can you imagine Neymar coming back to Paris as a World Cup winner? How unbearable that would be.
Rafa's...
I thought it was just Messi you hated.
There are more.
Such a like-minded word.
Everybody equally.
You hate Messi and now Neymar as well.
And Colombia.
Raf, what does your gut say on this? You get a feeling this is a story that is going to run all summer, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we're already in mid-July, so almost. Summer isn't that long to run, but I think you're right. What's happening, I think, is that Real Madrid are testing the water, both on the selling side, seeing just how firm the market is for Ronaldo, but also how determined PSG are to hold on to Neymar. The way that the World Cup is going, with Cavani being a big star and Mbappe being the breakout star, PSG might just start thinking, you know what, do we really need him? Or maybe with Thomas Tuchel coming in, who I think secretly, this is my personal view, knowing him a little bit, wouldn't be that adverse to Neymar leaving, and instead buying young, hungry players that are a little bit more conducive to his ideas and will not, you know, do whatever they want on the pitch. It might be a big win for PSG to cash in on him now and invest it in 2 or 3 other guys. So I think it looks as if what didn't seem at all possible before the World Cup now becomes a reality with Neymar really being on the market.